So welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you really had a great week. And for the trade we took last week, we had some, we actually caught some pips early this week, and it's going to be a really great one. And if you're new to the channel, you can as well watch what we have this week and see if they all resonate with you, and really encourage you to actually subscribe. Without wasting too much of time, let's go into the real deal. So this week we'll be having 3 pairs to analyze, and which you can actually take some opportunities to trade during this week. I have Euro USD, the AUD USD, and the USD Jpy. I can actually see some opportunities in these different pairs, and let's see how we can take full advantage of this to actually make some pips. So for Euro USD, let's see. The first thing majorly is I mark my trends. I like to see what the direction of the market at the moment. That way I can know how to really take full advantage of it. So I work basically with structures, and through the structures I can as well be able to interpret what the market says. So this way we can actually take full advantage of the market. Then I also mark my supply and demand zones. Supply and demand zones. So let's see around here, probably have something here. So basically this is my demand zone for this point. As you can see, this was rejected here. Let's like that. So this is what we have on the on the weekly time frame. It came back here, it bounced, and it's been really working in that same sphere for a while now. So let's see, we kind of have something similar here. The market work in different ways, and we have different kind of opportunities during the week. So definitely we're not expecting it to get down here. We had a break. We had a break of this zone around here. Then we've been working like probably kind of a flat pattern around here. Now we broke to the upside. We came back here, we tested this demand zone. Then we shoot up also, but we failed to break this point, and we created this M structure on the higher time frame. Now we went back here, and at the moment before the market closed, we were at this point. So now it's either we have this push to the upside and break the structure, then keep on going up, or we can actually have we can actually have it coming up here. So it says this zone here. I'll mark this as my supply zone on the weekly time frame. Let's see, yeah. The mark this as my supply zone on the weekly time frame. We could actually have it coming up here, then coming back down here before we actually have that major move to the upside. But let's go to daily time frame and see and see what we have on the lower time frame, because definitely you don't want to take trades on the higher time frame except if you're a position trader. And for position traders, you can actually take that will actually involves a lot of risks. So let's go to the lower time frame. Let's see what we have here. Now looking at the daily time frame, you can see this major push to the upside before the market closed. Before the market closed in this previous week. This is very clear evidence that we're probably about to change some direction, and I'll be expecting to target this supply zone at the top here first before any other thing. And after then we can then decide on where the market is going to, or probably be able to understand where we can actually see more opportunities in the market. But for the lower time frame, like majorly smaller time frames, I'm expecting I'm going to be really bearish. I'm going to be really bullish for this, depending when it gets here. But coming to the 1 hour, the 4 hour time frame, yeah, I'm expecting more of a bearish move. We're expecting it to come up here. We had this zone rejected a couple of times, and this probably more like an evidence that coming back here means we will be pushing more to the downside. So I'll be expecting something around here, breaking this previous high, then coming back here around this to take any of the demand zone around here before moving to this point where we can finally have that move to the downside. But pending that time, let's go to the lower, let's go to 1 hour time frame and let's see what we have here. Let's go to the lower time frame, so we have here. Wow, so look at this now. Now we can actually mark our support and resistance zone here. About that. As you can see, we had some rejections around here before we broke through, and we came here to retest this zone, the previous support zone, and became a resistance. But it tried going down but couldn't go further. You know, the bullish side of the market had to take over the market as at that time, and we broke through this high, and finally we also broke through this one. So this is a clear confirmation that we're probably moving now to the upside, you know, temporarily, before we take that, you know, major move to the downside, breaking this low. You know, probably, definitely, because the market works in ways, you know, in its own ways. We just have to see how we can take full advantage of it on the meantime. So yeah, we're expecting something like this. Now we're expecting probably a move to this point here, then, you know, take a short term buy here, and please take note, I'm not really telling you that this is a trade to take, but I'm just trying to show you that these are opportunities that we have in the markets. If I take this trade here and make a target to this period, to this, you know, to this zone here, which is a lot, and probably have, you know, my risks around here. You know, this is probably what I see for the meantime. And to be a really good catch for the week though. So now that was what I have on Euro USD. And if I would actually take the trade, I might as well post a short video on the channel. Like the previous ones I posted, I'm going to have a card around the top right corner of the screen here, so you can see that. You know, that's the previous ones that we had. So I'm really going to take the trade. I'm really going to post it, and you can see. And, you know, that could actually encourage you to subscribe if you don't want to see them when I post them next. So let's go to the second pair. You know, the second pair we have for this week is Aud USD, and we also go to the weekly time frame so that we can see what we have, you know, majorly before going down to the lower time frame. Yeah. Of course. So this is Aud USD. Now let's mark our trends. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, we have something similar to that of Euro USD. Something similar to that of Euro USD. More of a downtrend. And we had a break. We had a break around here. And let's see. This point will be failed to break the previous high. But yeah, it's the markets. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see. Let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, hold on. I didn't mark the support and resistance here. So for this, yeah, I'll take this as a demand zone. I'll take this as a demand zone. Let's see. Yeah, this is the last down move we had before the major push up, before we kept on pushing to the upside, and finally we came back here down to retest it before pushing out to the upside. So let's see what we have. And as you can see, before the market close, we actually are going over to having an equal low, which is more like what we or we see some form of liquidity, because many people are willing to sell on a break of that point. So, but definitely shows that we are probably bearish on this market, but we need to see what happens here first before making that conclusion. So let's see for the daily time frame. There is really not much of information there. So let's go now to the forward time frame. Let's see. Now at this point, let's use the forward time frame. Yeah, so you can see this, this supply zone was mitigated around here. This supply zone was mitigated here. So ever since then, we've been walking, sluggishly down, until we had this major spike to the downside that didn't actually have a recovery point here. It didn't had any type of pushback to really fill in all these things, all this gap here. So I will mark that point here. This is the last, buy candle we had before the sell. So I'll mark this as my supply zone. Mark this as my supply zone before. Mark this as my supply zone. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what we have there. As you can see, now we actually were trying to push up to the upside before the market closed, but the bearish momentum was high and we came back to that same low. But now isn't really the we can't really decide or know where it's actually going until the market opens. A few hours after the market opens, then we can see is that we break more to the downside. Then we break more to the downside and retest this zone, then before going more to the downside, or we can actually have it come up here, break this, add a little bit of retest, probably to this demand zone here, and then go to the supply zone, and then before making that big sell move. But either ways, there are different variations in the way the market moves, and we just have to wait for the market open to see what it does, and we can as well take full advantage of it. So this would be my view basically for AUD USD. I'd love to take a wait spill to see whatever the market does, then we can as well see what we can do. So let's go to USD Jpy. Let's go to USD Jpy. And now I go to the weekly time frame as usual. And I love doing my top-down analysis, that way I can see what's happening and I'll be able to take full advantage of it. Now looking at USD Jpy, we had this push to the upside. Now we had this push to the upside, we had this retest, and finally we're trying to break through it and probably move more to the upside. This is a good structure. Let's see what we have here. We had this enclosing triangle that actually broke out here. So let's see the daily time frame. Let's see what we have. Let's see the daily time frame. Let's see what we have around there. Now, this is a very good one. We had this. Sorry. Nah, we had this rejection around there. We had this rejection around there. We had the same thing here. We also had, kind of rejection around there, but came down a bit before breaking to the upside. This is a really, really good, a really, really clear one. I'm looking at the fact that we had something similar here. Let's see. We had this rejection here, so probably we're expecting the market to come down a little bit more, before making any move to the upside. This is on the daily time frame, and then we could also mark this as our demand zone. Yeah, because I've marked this as demand zone, and I'll take this point as a strong resistance, as a strong support zone for this pair. Let's go to the forward time frame. Let's see what we have. Let's go to the forward time frame. Now, as you can see from the forward time frame, we had this move to the upside. Then a few hours, like a day before the market closed, within the last day, we had this push to the downside, breaking through this low. This is probably a clear evidence that we're having a move to the downside, at least to this demand zone here. Before we can actually make any decision to go more to the upside. So I'm expecting, a drawback to around here. Now I'll be expecting the market to, probably find its way back up here. Before I take any sell trade opportunity, and my target will be the demand zone here. That way we have a clear structure. And we move down to the 1 hour time frame. We'll probably see something around here. Yeah, we had a weak rejection here, came back up, and before moving down to the downside, and we had a small retest around here before going down. So definitely it is a very good support zone. Now probably act as a resistance. When the market comes back up here, we could mark this as a supply zone here. So basically, this is what I'll be expecting for this week. This will be the major pairs I'll be watching for this week, so I'm able to take some opportunities from them. So I wish you really gain one or two things, and you can as well make some adjustments to your charts, wherever you feel you could actually make them. And see you guys next week. And also, one last thing, if all these things really resonate with you guys, as well, do the favor of liking the video or subscribe to the channel so you can see more of this in coming weeks. So see you next time. Bye.